Also, we have to let this be a lesson for us as moms, teaching our daughters, putting our babies on game early. I'm giving my baby the game off rip because never will she ever be able to say a man played in her face like the game played in this young lady's face is playing in her face. So uncomfortable. Um, I know her mom has been through enough to have put that baby on game. I ain't been through a ton of stuff, but I've been through enough to know that my baby, she will know from rip, from jump. Let me give you an example. When I first met my husband, I gave him a rundown. I asked him pretty much verbatim, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a woman who thinks she's your girlfriend? Are you married? What do you do for a living? Um, what degrees do you have? Um, and then I put my number in his phone. That might be a little rage baity, but it's true. There was no way that I would have been engaged to my husband, got married to my husband, had a baby by him, and not known that anything about a history. Like, how do you not know that your baby's father is a felon?
Reason why a lot of y'all women get played around is because y'all parents didn't put you on game. The reason why you women get done dirty is because your mom didn't put you on game, and your dad didn't put you on game. I have two daughters. You knowing all the secrets. You know all the lines. My wife is gonna teach them everything as well. They won't get duped. The reason why you girls get done dirty is because your parents didn't teach you the game. You gotta educate your daughters. Look, daughters gotta know it all. They gotta understand the game. If they don't understand the game that's being played, they will lose the game. There's no way that you should know if the boy that you're trying to talk to doesn't have a girlfriend and all these other things, babies and all that. You should know that. You should know all the lines that they say, right? You should know all the game that men should say. Yeah, I'm snitching, Marcus. I'm snitching. Marcus, you snitching. You can't tell the game. I'm telling the game to my daughters because they're not going to fall into that. First of all, a lot of y'all need to have your daughters be busy. Your daughters shouldn't be worrying about no boys. How about that? You can negate all this shit that these kids go down if you tell your daughters to get into something and focus on something instead of focus on these boys. A lot of you girls are focused on boys too early. That's what it is. You ain't got the game, but also, too, you focus on boys way too early. Get your life together. That's the first thing I tell my daughters. Get your life together first. You get solidified because a lot of you women put yourself in a situation where you need a man because you broke, because you ain't focused on nothing. You looking for a man to do everything for you, but you ain't bringing nothing to the table. Oh, what women say, I am the table, but you getting gang ring on you and you got 3-4 different baby daddies. You not even married, all out of wedlock. You broke, Section 8, food stamps, but you talking about you the table. Look, as a parent, especially the daughters. Look, I feel like daughters are more important than sons. The reason why is because if a daughter makes the wrong decision and she gets pregnant by somebody, her life is ruined, not his. The women's life gets ruined faster than the man's life. It's true. So this is why you gotta tell your daughters the game. If you are a mother, you tell your from a woman view, you tell your daughters the game from a woman's point of view. And if you're a father, you tell your daughters the game from a father and from a man's point of view. They gotta understand the game that's being played out here. See what it is, a lot of you women get done dirty because you don't know the game. You don't know what's being ran on you. Oh, dad, he said he loves me. He ain't love you. He just want to hit. Straight like that. So how is he showing you love you? Why is he saying that? Is he gonna marry you? Is he gonna take care of you? What are we talking about? Oh, he just say he love you to get you in all your feelings, so he could try to get up in there. Yeah, that's what they say, baby. That's a lie. It's a lie. I'm telling the game because my kids ain't getting duped. My daughters ain't getting duped. But if you have daughters, that's the responsibility you have to have. You have to tell them the game. See, you women go out there and you want to have your kids, you tell your daughters to hate men. No, you tell them the game. You tell them that if a man says X, Y, and Z, he's running game on you. But there are good men out there. But you got to explain the game. You got to explain what you've been through, and so they don't go through it as well. See what it is? A lot of y'all parents is keeping the experience away from y'all because they want y'all to suffer too, just like they did. See, a lot of you women got bad parents. A lot of you women got parents that know you gonna do wrong, but they won't step in and say nothing. That's the cold part about a lot of y'all women's parents. They see you doing wrong. They see how you acting. They see the road you going, and they won't tell you, you doing this wrong. X, Y, and Z is happening. This is what's going to happen. You're not instilling that advice into your kids early. You just letting them fail. You got to tell them what's going on so they can understand this is the game that's being played, baby. My kids will never fall for that nonsense these boys say. Because I'm telling them the game. It's the same game that I used. So why wouldn't I give my daughters a cheat sheet so they can find the real person when it's time for them? What do I tell my daughters right now? We ain't got time for no boys. We got time to work on this tennis. We got time we want to go overseas. We want to play in tournaments. Keep your kids busy. Keep your daughters busy. The most important kids that need to be busy is daughters. Keep them busy. Educate them on the game, but also to keep them busy. You ain't got to worry about the game if you're busy working on yourself. It's true. But a lot of you women get pregnant by men that got felonies, didn't even know it. A lot of you women get pregnant by men that had other baby mamas, didn't even know it. It's because you don't know the game and you're not busy. A lot of you women got kicked out of the house, so now you need a man, so you willing to take any man, and then he gets you pregnant, and then now you still broke, and you broke on top of broke on top of broke. Y'all making bad decisions because y'all parents ain't putting you on game. It's crazy.
That's a question from the very beginning. To have laid with this man, had a baby by this man, and you don't know that, and you're finding out on air with your mom, and somebody still said, or y'all both cleared it. Y'all, the three of y'all said, "Oh yes, this interview is the one. It's safe. It's good. It's edited to perfection. Let's put it out there." That's insane. Insane. I'm sorry. Gosh. Put your baby on game. Teach her young, early. The basics, and even go further than that. It's up to us. We lay the foundation. Daddies too. Put your baby on game.
Super important from the fathers. The mothers should always be doing it, but super important for the fathers. Why? Because you're giving your daughters the male point of view. You're giving your daughters the inside scoop of what a male thinks, what a male wants. When you was my age, Dad, what was you thinking about? I'll tell you right now what I was thinking about. We got to put them on game. We the cheat sheet, fellas. You don't want your daughter to be a hoe. You don't want your daughter to have multiple kids. You don't want your daughter to be out these streets being fallacious and doing anything for $1. Put them on game. See, a lot of y'all be like, no, it's my baby. I can't tell her. But then she end up set up and she bad. It's because you didn't tell her the game from a male point of view. It's super important to tell them from a male point of view. See, a lot of these females that you see on TV, on these shows, confused, they ain't got no father at home. They ain't had no father giving them that game and telling them about themselves and telling them how they looking. That's what it is. It's very important for a father to give them the game. That's why it's important for the father to be around their daughters all times. Because they get to see what a good man looks like, what he actually does, and not going for the game that these other men, these young men trying to put on your daughter. You got to be putting you got to be a snitch. I'm telling you all the game. Write a book. Write a book to your daughter. Y'all should be writing books right now until your daughter, when she turn of age and she start dating boys, read this book. I wrote this for you. Read this book. Read this book. Or make some videos, record them, put them on a disk drive, and let them see it later. Because I'm telling you, we have to put our kids on game.
From a man's perspective. I can do it from a woman's perspective. Daddies, get in the field. Put your babies on game.
I'm telling you, she making valid points. I appreciate this because the reason why our kids are messed up is because we're not putting them on game. The reason why our daughters are messed up is because we're not putting them on game. The reason why we have a lot of women out there, chasing money is because they broke, they poor, and their parents don't care about them, don't want to give them the game. As a parent, your job is to be that mentor to your kids in all aspects. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, we're going to keep this thing rocking. Make sure you join the Go Getter Patreon. Link is in the description. No Filter Morning Show coming soon. I appreciate you guys. I'm out.